Men, parents, but as I told you before, this video is for men who are disenfranchised statistically when it comes to single fathers out there and that entire shtick. Men, as I stated before, how far are you willing to go for your children, for those little extensions of yourself? What exactly would you do? I'm telling you, I went through extraordinary lengths to save my children from a stupid and dangerous situation and ultimately a bleak future. You stick with me and we go through these series. I will show everything that I've did, talk to you about all the situations I've encountered, and I'll prove to you that you can win your kids back. I have gone further than you would ever believe for my kids. Determination, patience, perseverance, sacrifice. Master these tenets, and you can win, just like I did. I was able to free my daughter and my son from a horrible eventuality, and I brought them back home with me, full physical custody, sole legal custody, primary parent, me. Child support? Nope. All me. All mine. But it comes at a price. And it comes with sacrifices. And it comes with compromises. Usually I don't like compromises. Compromises are loss, loses on both situations. A collaboration would be better. If you had a parent, if your partner and you guys were on good terms, collaboration is possible. But if you're a single father like myself and you're on a single father network, that might not be possible. So collaborations have to turn into compromises. You'll never truly understand the lengths that I went through to get to my kids, just like I'll never truly understand the lengths that you might go through, but we do have a commonality. We're going to go through something to get what we want, our kids. How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to do? Me, for starters, I'm willing to not pay rent for an entire year and blame it on COVID to get my kids. I'm willing to sell I had a nice, sexy-ass, midnight club-looking video game Dodge Charger, gone, for my kids. I'm willing to eat Spam every day and noodles. I'm willing to go to the dollar store and have a budget of $5 so I can eat twice a day for everything that I produce, that I make. Salary rise goes to those kids. What are you willing to do? All my video games, and for those that know, I'm a video game addict, gone, sold. What are you willing to do? I needed $4,000 to even retain a lawyer, an additional $2,500 to get started. I grinded. So can you. And I'm talking about grind time, man. Went to bed at 8:58, went back to work at 9. Cheesy, but effective. What are you willing to do? My kids were in a stupid situation. I will not besmirch. I will not besmirch the mother of my kids in a public forum, at least not right now. My spirit is telling me that it's not a good look. The focus of this channel isn't to belittle her. It's to empower us in similar circumstances. So I won't say anything about her that you can't already surmise from what's going on here. I mean, I did win. A man beat a woman. You got to really be, you know what I'm saying? But the man, and that's the thing, what are you willing to do for your kids when this person brings a complete moron around your children? This guy was mixed up from head to toe. He was a gangbanger from, where was he from? Pomona? Paris? I don't know. He was a gangbanger on one hand and then a Jehovah's Witness on the other. You know, in one hand he had the blicky, in the other hand he had he had Bible verses. So, I'll tell you something. The day that I won my kids back, I have my child, my oldest. He's a nerd, kind of like me. For the first 2 hours after I got my kids, I could not recognize my little boy. His mannerisms were off. He was saying things he normally wouldn't say. He had an attitude I could not fathom in 1,000 dreams and nightmares. I could not believe that I got a glimpse of what he could have been if I was not in his life. And that right there should be all you need to pull up your pants, put your nose to the grindstone, and get your kids back if the situation dictates. Now, if you're in a better situation than I was, and you have a parent that's willing to work with you, I highly recommend you work with the parents. Because it is true, kids do need both. But in my situation, they need one. They need me. And there was no working with this one. How far are you willing to go? I went pretty far. Subscribe to this channel. Give me some comments. Women, if you happen to watch this and let me know. Again, this channel is not to demonize women. It's not. It's to empower men. And let me go ahead and say this. If the man is a bag, then he needs to be out of the damn picture. But that's not where I'm coming at, though. Because I'm not a bag, and I'm in the picture, and I won. So anybody that's in my situation, follow me. How far are you willing to go? Get it? Follow me? That was a single by 50 Cent, who's also on the cover of the thumbnail. And I hope I don't get penalized for it. It's not like I'm making money anyways, because I'm not. I don't care about the money at this point in time. What I care about is getting the message spread. How far are you willing to do to save your kids from a stupid future? Make them productive members of society. And for the love of anything holy, stop typecasting all men as bad guys. And that's what this system is really good at. The system is good at punishing dirtbags. And it's good at punishing good fathers. You're talking to a guy that at one point made around my entry-level operations job, management, altogether, I made around, let's see, 26, 4. I made around $8,000, $9,000 a month. After taxes, around $7,000. She put me on child support, even though I've been paying. And see, we're going to talk about all this other stuff later. We're going to talk about all this stuff later. Suffice to say, I don't care what gives, because that's what the court's going to call it. We'll talk about it later. She put me on child support. And I got hit with payments owed to the government because I graduated and I had to pay back my loans. So after child support and after loans, $7,000 a month. You know what I was left with after everything was gone, taken away from me? $1,726. That's what I was left with. Rent was $1,300 alone. So I have more stories, more experiences, and I'm more than willing to share with you. Follow me. Let's do this together. Or let me help you, because I've already done it. But we can still do this together. How far are you willing to go? Nobody will ever stop me from loving my kids or from getting them. Nobody. And nobody should stop you either. And then this would be the point where I have a dramatic ending, but since I'm new to this thing, I don't know how to edit or anything like that, I'm just going to simply just press the stop button. But you could just imagine that, and then it just ends. But I don't have anything like that, so.